Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico. I'm the curator of Come As You Are virtual art exhibit being hosted by the Cultural Alliance of Western Connecticut. And I'm here today with author and psychotherapist, Adam Neal. Hi, Adam. Welcome.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you. It's such an honor to be with you today.
Oh, Adam, thank you. And thank you for writing your book. For
Oh,
everyone listening, please check out Adam's book. I will include it in the post, the link. Um, it's enlightening, and I know it's focused in one area, but everybody has something to learn from it. They really do. And I know when I speak to you about subjects related in your book, I learn more about myself and other people.
oh,
And
thank you.
you've definitely opened my eyes.
Well, I really deeply appreciate it. And yeah, even though the book, which it's called Bods Among Men, and it focuses on the queer male community, or anyone who considers themselves a man, although there is some bias, I will say, as far as a cisgender man. That being said, the exercises and things that I talk about are applicable to anyone. And I've heard from people of all different genders that it is applicable, and that there are ways that can be helpful to look at our bodies in different ways. Yeah.
What was the catalyst for you in writing the book?
So for me, my body change journey started really when I was 16. And at that time, I was about 230 pounds, which for many people when they hear that, and I'm not particularly tall, about five. At that point, I was probably about 5'7", 5'8". I was like growing a little bit more. And I realized I had grown up kind of the quote fat kid, and had the slow metabolism. No matter what I did, I was always the heavier kid. And I realized that I wasn't really interested in engaging in the kind of common activities that kids or young people do to get in shape or physically fit. I wasn't as interested in sports as certain sports, even though I tried when I was a kid. I wasn't and I wasn't the type of kid who ate a lot of junk food either. So it just felt like, all right, well, what are my options? For me, the changing point for me was I had always been interested in jumping. So that was my activity of choice. And so I started when I was very little. I mean, 2, 3 years old. I had a little trampoline, one of those little trampolines, and I got it as a gift, and we'd be jumping on it. But that physical activity, for whatever reason, is special to me and worked for me. And so when I was 16, I finally uh, was able to convince my parents to get one of those backyard trampolines. I had done some, gymnastics classes and things, so they weren't too worried that I was gonna, do something dangerous. So once I had the trampoline, for me, that turned out to be the key to my body change initiation, I'll say, because in my opinion, humbly, it is not about turning body change or working towards our body to look the way we'd like it to or do what we would like it to into a chore. The idea that going to the gym is the only way to have the body we want, or participating in one type of activity. I think on a deeper level, we all have specific activities physically that are unique to us, things that we would gravitate towards for reasons we couldn't necessarily put into words, but they call to us. So for me, it was the trampoline. And so within about 2 months of having that trampoline, I lost 40 pounds. And for me, I didn't lose 40 pounds because I wrote down on a piece of paper or told a personal trainer that was my goal for the month. It happened, I believe, because I was ready to accept a certain interest in transforming. And so for me, the transformative aspect was acknowledging my love of the trampoline and of jumping that way and engaging in exercise that way. And also for me, there was a component of my inner life, which was I realized I was gay. But I didn't realize that, you know, as I was jumping, it was something that was kind of coming up for me. And I, of course, believe very strongly that our physicality, our body image, and our sexuality are inextricably linked, that we cannot consider one without the other. And especially in a culture that reinforces things being so kind of superficial as far as it mattering what we're looking at and why. I love the body positivity movement that's happened over the past several years in terms of honoring people's bodies of all shapes and sizes and cultural backgrounds, races, ethnicities. I think it's so important, and we still have some work to do. So for my own part, what has kind of kept me going is an awareness of what I really love to do physically. So for me, jumping, I also love doing different kinds of aerobics. So that's been sustaining. And also recognizing that it's an ongoing process. There's no such thing as a success story that just ends. I happen to have lost 40 pounds, and someone can lose that and then gain it back over time and circumstances in life. So I think, if anything, I try to acknowledge that it's an ongoing process, and it's a process of change, or deciding to change something versus deciding not to change, which can be as beneficial as deciding to change if we're coming from a place of, I don't have the energy to change my body right now, and that's okay. So that's been very helpful for me as well in my journey.
Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing such a personal story with us. And I know everyone listening will be able to connect in one way or another. And I know I have. So please, everyone, visit the exhibit and also check out Adam's book. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.